So today we're just going to have a quick look at Keynote. Keynote is very similar to PowerPoint. Keynote is available on both iPad and Macintosh computers, and it is a very similar setup. Today I'm looking at it on my iPad, and that's one that I think is specifically going to be of interest to iPad users. Once again, $10.49 from the Australian iTunes store. And have a look from here. So very similar concepts to Pages, where data is stored in the cloud, and we have a couple of presentations here that I've already set up. I'm just going to go plus and go create presentation. We have a whole lot of templates which we can choose from as our new theme. So I'm going to grab this one today. And just like on most other programs in an iPad, there is double tap to edit things. Go welcome to TechKNOW. And I click somewhere else, and once again it's contextual editing. If I double click on the photo, I have the ability to move on the mask. If I single click, I can replace it, and I can go to my camera roll and grab a file, and I can move the whole image around. But then if I double click, I've got the ability to drag, to zoom, and to reframe. So that's my good looking son. From there I can press the add button, and I can add all sorts of different objects to any particular page. So this has got tables, charts, shapes, and I'll show you a couple of quick ones, but realizing that in the past we have actually shown you how to do a lot of these things within Pages, and they apply again. So I'm just going to drag that out. I can grab that, I can play with the controls there, but I can use two fingers again, and I can rotate and do stuff there. So the same controls that were available in Pages are also available to us here to restyle things. It's contextual, so what I'm clicking on, if I press the styling button, the little paintbrush, I can then change the colors. I can go to style options and go, and actually I want it to be that color. Put a border on, and I can say I want it to be of a certain thickness. I'm not saying that these are necessarily good choices, it's more a case that we can see. And then we can put a drop shadow on that's already built, and put a reflection on, a number of things that we can work from there. Likewise, if I click in the text box, when I press here, I get a lot of different formatting, different options that are available to me, and there's some nice built-in different formats for text. There's the arranging options to move things forwards and backwards, number of margins, the size point font, and all those sorts of things. To add new slides, it's the plus button down here, and there are some pre-built formats for you already. So that's probably one of the very common ones that we'd see. Zoom in and out using our fingers, double tap to edit. Okay, this is the new Inaburra. So obviously from there, and there's our picture of what the new Inaburra will look like, and I can tap here latest and greatest equipment, return, and we get more points there. Very similar program to being able to do it in PowerPoint. Up in the top right hand corner is our play button. That allows us to view it. There are of course the options to export these things as we normally would, so we can have share and print. It has transitions and builds available to us here, so let's have a quick look at that, and we can add some transitions, blast that in. So you can see there we've got a demo of how that works, but then we can also change their options, how they come in all at once, and their order. So a lot of the controls we'd expect PowerPoint to have are actually built in here as well. I can press done on that. It also allows me to have a setup where I can change the presenter's notes and do a number of things like that. I get share and print. I can email the presentation, and just like in Word, well in Pages I could choose Word format, I can also choose a PowerPoint format here to be able to send an email. Hopefully that just gives you an idea about Pages. If you are a student who's only using an iPad at school, I would highly encourage that you get this program Keynote, because it's very important that you can do this sort of stuff, not only to put presentations together, but just as importantly, it's I find a program like this is great for organizing notes, especially study notes. It can be really helpful. Hopefully that was an interesting thing for you to watch today.